Hi. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Bedtime Channeling with Michele. Today is a beautiful evening here in Florida. It's cooling down and it's just very enjoyable. I just was out walking my little dog. Anyway, as I was on my walk today, I was asking Spirit what were some of the messages that they wanted me to share with you tonight. And I kept seeing and hearing roses, roses, roses. What is it about roses? I feel like we're gonna be hearing about roses. And viewers, as you know, roses and angels work together. So I feel like it's going to be interesting, whatever comes out. And again, today I'll be doing a brief reading for the Virgo going into Libra. It's September 20th. I'm looking here on my dates for this week's birthday reading. It'll be September 20th, tomorrow to September 26th. I believe we go into Libra around the 23rd or 24th. But they all kind of blend together. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and smudge. Get just Florida water today. And I'm going to open up to Spirit. Thank you. Tonight I believe I might have used this deck last week as well. It's Work Your Light Oracle Cards by Rebecca Campbell. I just really, when they talked about roses today, I had to use them because the back of the card is roses, right? So they just seem fitting. So we will be using these cards tonight. Let me go ahead and open up and see what messages we have. Okay. Thank you. When I channel the energy tonight from Spirit, what they're showing me is they are showing roses, and they're showing again like Mother Mary, Mother Magdalene, and she seems to be coming through for me lately. So I'm just going to go with it. But they're saying something about she was known as a rose, right? As a rose, the rose of the kingdom, the mother of Jesus Christ. So they're talking about her as the mother of the rose. What is she saying about this? Something about like when you think about roses, they're telling me they're kind of mystical. And she was like the rare rose. Um, Roses are thorny, so be careful when you touch them. So you do want to have precaution when you're handling a rose, but they also have beauty and fragrance. Behind every rose, there's a thorn. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, the message that's coming through by that, I'm smiling because I'm hearing behind every rose, there's a thorn. Be careful, people, viewers, for the people that you trust. Read in between the lines. Mary's coming through, and I'm channeling Mother Mary today. I feel like she's presenting as our messenger. She's saying that there's a lot of people out there who are misleading and not very honest. She's also talking about scamming. So she says, don't be blinded by the beauty, don't be blinded by the rose. Look for the thorn behind the rose. So I feel like, viewers, the warning she's giving you is just be careful. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything people say. Maybe necessarily don't believe everything that you see. It's crazy as that sounds. That's what she's saying to me. It's almost like she's putting a warning out there to the world, just to don't do not be blinded by the beauty. There are thorns under every rose. So watch out for scammers, people. I feel like the message is coming through, and I didn't expect this, but is that be careful for scammers. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to take advantage of you. So just read between the lines. Look for the thorn behind the rose or under the rose before you make any major decisions or impulsively act. It's almost like, they talk about the used car salesman syndrome. So I feel like she's putting a warning out there. Just be careful. I feel like more scams are coming through, especially for older folks. If you have older parents, it's real easy for them to get caught up in these money scams. So just kind of watch their mail, pay a little closer attention to where they're putting their money and their finances if you're able to do that. Okay, thank you. Back to roses. So, as I said when we first connected tonight, roses and angels work together. And when roses and angels come together, miracles happen, right? So, they're saying also look for the miracles. Okay, so think about the color. They're saying, think about the color of roses. Each rose symbolizes a certain meaning. I don't know them, of course, by heart, but like, if you think about the red rose, that means love, right? We get that for Valentine's Day. The white rose means purity. And what Mary's showing me tonight is she's clearly showing me purity, okay? So she wants me to give this message to you viewers to do not give up hope. Believe in the miracles. Believe in the miracles, okay? Roses and angels work together to bring us the miracles. The other thing that she's coming through and she wants me to remind everyone is to remember to look at the details of life. Pay attention to the clouds, pay attention to the flowers, the grass, the beauty that Mother Nature has provided for us. Again, be careful. Look for the thorn under the rose when dealing with some certain types of people or if you're trying to make a major purchase. But she's also saying look for the beauty as well. And beauty, roses and beauty and angels all bring miracles. And again, I feel like she's leaving us with this gift of or message of hope. Have hope. Look for the miracles. When you believe in miracles, they will come to you. Okay. If you believe it, you believe it, right? So while the message here is kind of twofold, and I think she's coming through with it, be careful, right? Don't be, what's the word, innocent or naive, but yet still look for and believe in miracles, right? And she said miracles are happening around us every day. So look for the miracles. Look for the miracles. She's also talking about something like Brother David. And again, I was raised Catholic, but I don't know like the Bible or a lot of it, but I know there was a saint or somebody in the Bible, David. And what is she saying? Brother David. Tell me about Brother David, please. What about Brother David? Okay, for those of you that understand the Bible and the stories in the Bible, maybe you can help me with this. I might have to look this up, but she's saying something about Brother David was a warrior. He never gave up. When you have a dream, always go for that dream and don't give up. So the message is like, for those of you out there who have this vision, this dream, like I want to buy a home or I want to open a business or I want to pay off my debt or whatever this goal and this dream is, she's saying stay with perseverance as Brother David did. Stay fighting, stay strong, stay focused. And I don't have my phone near me right now to Google what David symbolized in the Bible, but I feel like it's a message of strength, a message of hope, and again, believe in the miracles. Bring the roses and the angels and the miracles together. Surround yourself with roses. Maybe go out and treat yourself, viewers, and buy a couple of roses and put them in a place that you can view them every day and smell them, and start to look and touch and feel their beauty. harmony, love, miracles. So again, I'm going to say, and she just keeps repeating this, I'm sorry, but look for the miracles, look for the miracles, because they're all around you every day. It's almost like she's coming through and talking about, like, keep that inner child alive. A lot of us, we get so busy in life that we forget to play. We forget how to have fun. We forget how to let our hair down, so to say. So believe in the miracles and let the inner child out. Like, she's showing me like a vision of like an adult or a person running through a field of dandelions and sunflowers. It's almost like, get out to nature, let the sun lighten and lift you, come out of the gloom. Disconnect from the boob tube, okay? Disconnect from the television. She's saying that's bringing a lot of vibration down. She's saying just go and do you, do you. Um, Stay in your vibrational circle. And this comes up a lot just in your community. What are some of the things in your circle of influence, in your community, that can help you to raise your vibration? It's like I'm seeing like this beautiful color of yellow, like when you vision the sun, the color yellow. How can you bring your color yellow out and share that with the people that you cross paths with? So, angels, roses, miracles. Angels, roses, miracles, or roses, angel, miracles, however you want to word that. But that's a beautiful message. And I thank you, Mary. We're going to get to our cards. Yeah, it was so strange. I'm like going down my walk and go, well, Spirit, what kind of message do you want me to share with the viewers today? And I kept seeing roses and hearing roses. And I'm like, oh, yeah, roses are beautiful, but what about them? And I kept seeing angels. So angels, like angels carrying, holding like white roses, white and yellow, white and yellow. I think yellow means passion or calm or something. Um, Okay, just shuffle these up a little so you can bring it down a little so you can see better. Okay, just about here. I'm going to cut them into 3 piles with my left hand. Okay. Spirit just wants me to come through and remind all the pet owners out there, the pet owners that have had them that have crossed. She wants me to let you know that remember, they are in spirit with you always. So you just need to call on them, and your beloved pet will come to your side. They stay with us. They stay with us throughout the whole lifetime in spirit world. I keep hearing like they're saying like all dogs go to heaven, right? Well, all cats do too, and rabbits and horses. So just remember that if you think about a pet that has crossed, just ask for them. They'll let you know they're around. They'll let you know they're around. Okay, first card up tonight, viewers, is Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Okay, how are you, viewers, being asked to step up and lead? What part in your life are you stepping back and saying, I don't want to get involved? It's none of my business. I can't change. I can't help them. I can't change them. I have to tell you again, it's almost like what Spirit channeled a moment ago. Like, how can you bring your yellow out? Where do you need to step up and lead? Maybe it's a cause. Maybe you need to be the change. Maybe you have to be they're saying to be like a foster parent. Where do you need to step up and lead in your life where you can make a positive impact on someone else's life? And, the funny thing is, like they're saying to me right here, it's like, you may be making a positive impact on people's lives and they don't even know it yet. Okay. So if you're going through something in your life where you're being made out to be a scapegoat or the enemy, but you feel just in what you're doing, keep on taking that lead because it's going to come out good. You're making an impact. A lot of times, they're showing like people can't see beyond what's in front of them. They can't see the big picture, right? And you maybe you're one of those people out there that see beyond what's right in front of you and can see the big picture. So I ask you this: how are you being called to step up and lead? Maybe it's time to start being responsible for your children. Maybe it's time to cut back a little bit on your work if you're able to and be a mom and a dad at home. You know, leading, this is a personal question. And I seriously, the angels would like you to think about this. Okay? It's a good question. How are you being called to step up and lead? What is your purpose, right? You're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing the true north. Wow, this is I love when the cards fall into place with this. When I first channeled tonight, what was it about perseverance? And they were talking about like a brother David, perseverance, sticking to their goal, right? If you've been chosen to lead something or to reveal something, stick with it, okay? All right. Do not fear. Face to the north. Keep walking, right? Keep walking up, right? North is upward, right? So we're walking up the mountain, not down the mountain. Don't overthink it. Go with what you know is truly right and in alignment with your own values. Okay. Remember your values. Okay. They want me to just say that for viewers out there who this resonates to. Do not forfeit your values for anyone or anything. Okay? Do not forfeit your values for anyone or anything, and you know who you are. Um, Rethink it. I feel like there's some viewers out there that are thinking, well, maybe this will be okay. Maybe I could do this. But I have to tell you, don't 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 forfeit your values for anyone or anything. Stick with what you already believe is true. Stick with what you already believe is true. Face north. Climb up that mountain, not down. Okay, next card up. Answer the call. What is your, oh my goodness. Viewers, there must be quite a few of you out there who are trying to figure out what is it I'm supposed to do? What is my call? What is my purpose? What am I being asked to step up and lead in? And it can be maybe in your own life. Maybe it's time to take control of your own life. For those of you, and I get a feeling who've been sitting there kind of bored or in a funk, what are some that go after what you want? If it's a relationship, make the change to make that relationship happen, make that relationship work, right? Stop overthinking. Stop overthinking. It's like we can become our own worst enemy. And what's your soul calling you to do? What is your soul calling you to do, viewers? Go for it, right? Go for it. Remember, in the end, it's all about our accomplishments and the people and the relationships and the way we lead and make an impact on other people, right? And we do impact other people, right? We impact them by our decisions, by our words, right? We can have a negative impact or a positive impact. So, what's your soul calling you to do? I feel like a lot of you are just sitting, like spirit showing me, well, I'll just fall into this humdrum routine. I'm not going to go out of my box. I'm not going to try new things. And Spirit's encouraging you, viewers, to get out there and try new things. Live your life to the fullest, right? Live your to the fullest. Get out there, listen to music, meet new people, dance until your feet hurt, right? Whatever it is that brings you happiness, live your life to the fullest. For those of you who enjoy traveling, save money and for the big trip, right? Perseverance, sticking for that goal, right? Live your life like it's happening, like you're living. Okay, three more cards. The next card up is Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Okay. And I feel like this is like our angels coming through. It's a beautiful card. They're praying and they're watching over you. So don't be afraid to step up and lead. Just ask your angels, maybe before you go to sleep tonight, ask them, please show me the blueprint. Please start showing me some of the blueprint of where I'm supposed to change. Where am I supposed to make an impact, either in my own life or in other people's lives? Because you're overthinking things, and we do that, right? That's our human condition. We overthink things. And what's your soul calling? Ask your angels. You have to ask. They'll show you. They'll start giving you signs. Angels give signs in threes. You hear the same song three times in close, in close proximity, or close timing together, or you'll see a number sequence, or someone will mention like a book, three different people, or you'll hear this book come up three different times. That's your angels telling you better go check that out, right? Go buy that book. I remember years ago I was trying to find a space to teach yin yoga, and I kept going here and there, and I just was hitting a brick wall. And but three times, three different people said, go to this place called, what was it called? Open Studio, Open Studio. And, I didn't pay attention. Like I was going everywhere but the Open Studio. And then a fourth time, a person said, gee, have you checked out the Open Studio? I'm like, no, but I think I better. And guess where I ended up teaching yoga? So the Open Studio, right? So the angels, they work in threes. They work in threes. Okay. So pay attention, ask. They will show you part of the blueprint of whatever it is that your soul desires, whatever it is you need to do. We all need a purpose. We all need a purpose. That's what we are. We're interpersonal. We love to help, we love to give, even people who seem like they take all the time, or they take from society, when they really start getting into their core spiritual issues, you find out that they're really not such bad people. They really do like to help. It's in their nature. Boundaries. Okay, this kind of comes in. Where do you need to establish better boundaries in your life, right? Do you have too loose of boundaries? Do you regurgitate everything out to someone in the first few hours that you met them? Or do you have really guarded boundaries where you don't let anyone in, you don't let love in, right? You're afraid to feel, you're afraid to take chances, right? Meet new people, try new things. So where can you establish better boundaries? We all would love to have like the healthy boundaries, and I believe most of us do. We know when to be discreet and when not to, and who to trust and who not to, or to take our time and things like that. So I feel like the angels are asking you, where do you need to have better boundaries? Are you too rigid or are you too loose? So you know where you are in this, and I encourage you to explore that. Explore the boundaries, viewers. This all really comes together lovely. Oh, they want me to take the bottom card. Unbound. Oh my God. This was on the bottom, and I usually take from the top, but it definitely makes sense, right? The card just before it was, where do you need to establish boundaries? And spirits, I love this card. The angels are rising up like, I'm free, I'm releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay, this makes sense. Are you stuck in the mud, so to say, because you're hanging on to past contracts? Are you staying in relationships that no longer serve you? Are you holding resentments that are just keeping you bound to the earth, not allowing you to make changes, to keep you stuck, not listening to your soul, overthinking, right? So think about that. Like, where are those soul contracts out there that you're still hanging on to? One of the things about soul contracts that's very interesting is sometimes they don't get fulfilled in the lifetimes that we contracted them to be. The thing about free will is that's God given. Is one of the people that you contracted with before coming into this lifetime might have said, I don't want to finish this contract right now. I just don't feel comfortable with it. And they walk away, right? They walk away. So, are there some soul contracts that you're not able to release. And these are the patterns, which is interesting. It's so interesting because this is very, soul contracts are a strong interest of mine. But if you're in a relationship and you just keep butting heads and you're not getting anywhere, but you can't let go, that's a soul contract, right? That's a soul contract. um, you still harbor a resentment toward an old boyfriend from 20 years ago, or a parent. Maybe you're angry at a parent, and you really don't even know why, but you can't release that feeling, that resentment, or the feeling that I just don't like my parent, or my parent did this to me. Check that out, okay? Because that's a binding soul contract. It may be time to really revisit that and ask yourself, like, why am I mad at my parent, or why do I still harbor resentment toward my ex-husband or ex-wife, or toward my child? Okay, check it out, because hopefully, as we mature and grow, chronologically, we also mature and grow emotionally and spiritually. So if you revisit some of these self-defeating soul patterns you may be continuing in your life, you may be able to look at them from a more higher level of awareness. So take a look at those. Beautiful. One more card, one more card, and then we'll get into our birthday reading. I don't like to keep these much longer than 30 minutes, but we may go a little bit over. I know everybody's busy, and I just want you to be able to get the message and be able to take what can help you and you resonate with throughout the day or the evening whenever you view this. Just make sure, I guess I was told you have to subscribe before you can like. They always say like and subscribe. So I guess if you could subscribe and like, if you're happy with Bedtime Channeling, I'd appreciate it. Okay, here we go. We're going to pull the last message from the cards today. Get grounded. Empaths, high sensitives, connect with nature. Okay, this is to all the light workers out there, and you know who you are. They want us to ground. They want us to ground. Okay. So take those shoes off, get out there. I think this came through in a previous stream. So it's really important for us to ground, because there's a lot of stuff going out. There's a lot of energy out there and coming out in all different directions, not only from, the galactic, but from people, mixed emotions. So make sure you take the shoes off, go for a walk barefoot at the beach. I actually did that last night. It was beautiful. A walk in the sand, walk out on the pavement, walk on your living room floor, but get grounded, get grounded. It's almost like, how you ground is you can sit in a chair even and place your bare feet on the floor and imagine that there's roots growing out of the bottom of the feet and just entwining into the ground, into the floor. Just get grounded. It's a really high sensitive time for us. I mean, I for those of you out there that are empaths, that are mediums, um, psychics, clairvoyants, intuitive guides, healers, Reiki masters, all the different types of metaphysical abilities that we have. I know for myself, I have to close myself down. Like, I'll be sitting in front of someone and I can just start reading them. And I don't want to do that. That's not fair to the person that we're talking to. So, yeah, just make sure you protect and ground, put that white light around you. We might have to do it a little bit more before we go out the front door every morning. So, good message to remember to those people with metaphysical abilities. Okay, let's go into our birthday reading. Yeah, it's crazy. My full-time job, I'm exposed to a lot of people, and I've been very good at shutting down. But lately, it's like, oh, okay. I know what's going on with them, but I can't tell them. They need to get to that themselves. They're not there for a reading, right? Okay, let's get into this birthday reading. We've got September 20th through September 26th. Virgo going into Libra, And let's see what the message is for those birthday babies. I think this is the fun part. Okay, thank you. The first thing they're showing me is the colors. So the colors for this time frame, Virgos to Libra, they're showing like green and grape, but not like a dark green or a bright green, but kind of a calming green. I don't know how to describe cabbage green, maybe like a light, subtle green. They're saying when to wear these colors throughout the next year. They're going to have a calming effect on you and very peaceful. Okay, so it's they're saying like I'm going to say like a cabbage green and like a grape. Surprisingly, and grape is a beautiful color. It's an autumn color, right? A winter color. It's very deep, very rich purple in a sense. So, and it's also a very calming color. So they're saying you will vibrate and attract the best energy wearing these colors. So try to sprinkle those colors into your wardrobe as best you can. Okay, as we know, Virgo, Libra, they're both homebodies, right? Libra, they're showing me, you like the balance, you like to bring balance into the home life. And it's almost like, and I don't know what the astrology signs say, I'm just going from spirit, but I feel like a Virgo and a Libra might make a good couple because the Virgo likes to keep things nice and neat and is very homebody. And the Libra can be a little gregarious, but they keep the home balanced, right? So I feel like together they could create a balanced home life, a home life of harmony. And that's what I'm hearing is the key word for this time frame, because you're on the cusp here, is harmony. I feel like for the next up and coming year, your life is going to become more harmonious. So relationships are going to improve. Family life is going to become better. I'm seeing growing families. So those of you who either are in the child bearing years, you may be adding an addition to your family. So I am seeing growing families, harmony, creating comforts of the home. They're saying more like they're saying like parties at home, gatherings at home. Um, I feel like this year is just going to be like calm, harmony, family, home life, connecting with others. Relationships are going to be key for you up this coming year. Okay. Building on the relationships that you already have, but also new relationships coming in. I keep seeing like new neighbors, new friends. Fairness and justice. Um, okay, the birthday babies in this period, they're showing me you're going to be very focused this year. I see a lot of paying off bills, saving money, really watching the budget over this next year, being successful at that as well. Um, Again, it's about relationships. You do need to have people around you that you relate to. Okay. So start to, the message is to begin to surround yourself with like minded people. If you have if you're intellectual, surround yourself with intellects. If you're musical, surround yourself with musicians, artists, whatever. But they're saying it's going to be very important for you throughout this coming year to relate, um, to have people around you that you can relate to, that you can relate to. Anything else? Love and relationships are key to you this year, and you're very inspiring. Okay. So don't be afraid to communicate an idea. They're saying you have inspiring ideas. You come across very inspiring, okay? And they're talking about a lot of wisdom too. So for the younger people, listen to the elders, Okay. Listen to the wisdom. It can be very inspiring and enlightening for you. So, good year coming up on this Virgo, Libra kind of cusp. And again, I don't know what the horoscope books say, but I see a Libra and a Virgo making an excellent couple, especially if you come together this coming year, because you're going to create that harmony in the home. And that's going to be key this year. And with that, I thank you for viewing. And again, you have to subscribe first, I guess, and then like. But I hope that you're enjoying these messages from Angel and Spirit and Mary, Mother Mary. And with that, I leave you with love and blessings. Namaste.